Yes, guys, we're back. And today is an even glorious day than yesterday. I woke up today feeling fine. Woke up this morning feeling fine. Got Man United on my mind. Rubern Amorim, here we go. Ineos, do you know what? I take my hat off for you. Fair fucking play. That quick. They went and sacked one and got in another. Oh, but who's available? You know, who's a realistic option? There's no manager out there. Nah. Well, that's already been put to the sword because Rubern Amorim was in a job and the boys, Dan Ashworth and co, all went to Sporting, bruv, on a plane, bruv, flew to Portugal and said, there's the money, bring him to Manchester United, big up the Sporting, bruv. That's Ronaldo. We're not going to mention that rap they gave us, but, you know, I think Nani come from them as well. And now Amorim, bruv. Yeah, we got one legend, one cult hero, and I think Nani come from him. I could be wrong in saying that. I'm pretty sure he did. He definitely played for him. And Rubern Amorim now, who I believe, and I would hope, can become a future Manchester United legend. Here we go, guys. Yeah, it is I'm over the moon. As I said yesterday, he's my number one option. Xavi was my number two. All that Southgate hype. Oh, Southgate. You know how they're going to get Southgate. You know how they're going to get Ollie back. Paper talk. Absolute paper talk. Man United have got football people in charge. They've all got a brain. They understand that Gareth Southgate, who, in my opinion, I think by the way, I don't want to go off topic, but my opinion, just saying, I think Southgate is madly overly harshly treated by England fans, purely based on the fact they don't keep the same standards for their own managers at their clubs. They keep for Gareth Southgate. However, we know the job he's a relegated Middlesbrough manager. He's not going to be able to cut it out Man United. Graham Potter, we saw what he done. Ollie, been there, done that, bruv. Failed experiment. Yeah, let's have it right. This is an elite manager. A manager that went to Sporting. They hadn't won a league for 20 years. Let's give you some facts about him, about our new Manchester United manager. Let's give you some dialect, bruv. And what's the word I'm looking for? What's the buzzword I'm looking for? Let's give you some insight. Insight's the buzzword. Some insight on Rubern Amorim. Rubern Amorim went to Sporting. They were in absolute disarray. I'm not sure if he joined them after they sold or before they sold Bruno, but he went into Sporting. They were in disarray. They hadn't won the league for 20 years. They're the third biggest club in Portugal. Massive club, but third biggest club in Portugal. And within what he's done, he's won 2 league titles. He's going to win. If he stayed this season, he'd win a third. He'd do back-to-back. He's overshadowed the dominance Benfica and Porto had on Portuguese football. He's turned an average striker, a championship striker in Gyökeres, to a champion striker, to a striker that's getting 40, 50 GA and winning league titles. He's turned some average footballers and played some, basically turned some technical gifted footballers into proper players. He's built a nice system there, and ultimately he's gone there and he's won. And he started off this season with 9 games, 9 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, 30 goals scored, 2 conceded. He is an absolute dynamite of a coach, and I am absolutely over the moon with this appointment for Manchester United. This is the real appointment. Go out there and get me someone who's proven that he can win, and go out and get me a manager that can proven that he can coach, because Man United need a coach at the minute. I'm not going to lie, we do need a coach. We can't. People are saying, we could, potentially get Ancelotti when he leaves Madrid. I think he's going to retire, but let's just drop that. I don't think Ancelotti would work at United, because I just don't think that United don't need that in a minute. They don't need an elite winner, because we don't have the players to go there and win. We need an elite coach that's also won. So we can't just get a Graham Potter, but it's also won. And it's going to build together, and then eventually 2-3 years, if Amorim's took us to a level and he can't get any higher than that level, he's regressing, then you replace him. That's just simple as it is, as I've said that before. But this one, I am truly excited. He is an absolute. He was my first choice, man, and honestly, it'd be interesting to see his signings. Now all of a sudden, that Ugarte signing looks like it makes more sense now, doesn't it? The Ugarte signing makes more sense. It'd be interesting to see who he starts because we don't actually have a left-sided wing-back. We're also looking at Davies, and we've been looking at Davies, haven't we? Reports are that Davies is going to get signed on a not a 3-year deal, on a free contract because obviously his contract expires at Bayern. These signings are now starting to make sense. These players we're linked with are now starting to make sense because maybe, just maybe, they knew this was going to happen and they put it all in place. And what I think the best, I heard someone say this before, a City fan, big up to him, LB, and he said the reason why I think they kept Ten Hag was because they were going to expose him and make sure they knew he was bad. They knew he weren't good enough, but there were fans that still said you should keep him. But to write off those fans, those fans, and write off what they were saying, they would give Ten Hag even more chance or more money to embarrass himself even more. So then it takes away all those fans. Even a lot of some United fans were saying, still back him, but majority were going, yeah, cool, he's had enough now. He's had enough time, and it writes any questions off of the what if. What if we should have kept Ten Hag? And now the new manager can come in, and Rubern Amorim, and he's not going to have that toxicness, which we had with Ollie, and we had with... We've still got Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer fangirls and fanboys sitting there saying we shouldn't have sacked him, we should go and get him back. See what I mean? Now it's removed the toxicness away from it, from the Ten Hag. You won't have Ten Hag sexuals saying we should never have sacked Ten Hag. You just won't have it. Normally, yeah, fair play to Ineos, fair play to Dan Ashworth, and look, I'm over the moon, man. Within a day, I woke up yesterday morning absolutely depressed, thinking, we've just lost the game again. He's not going to get sacked this time. There's no point. We've got fucking Leicester in the cup. It's depressing. We then got Chelsea next week, which I now got my tickets for. We then got Chelsea next week, and we're probably going to get spanked by Chelsea. And ultimately, even if we do win, it's going to ultimately lead to nothing because in a few weeks we'll go drop points again. Now I can finally fully get behind the manager and finally start being positive about my football club because I was fuming. I'm not going to lie. I was fucking absolutely livid with how the football club was. And I'll call it out. As I said, what I'm like. I'll call it out, bruv. I'll say whatever I want. I was saying Dan Ashworth must still think this is Newcastle and Brighton, mate. But ultimately, clearly not, because he's gone and got a manager that Brighton wouldn't be able to attract. Brighton would never be able to go to Sporting and say, here's 8 million for your manager. Boom. No, Newcastle wouldn't be able to do it either. We've got a quality winner, yeah? And look, big up to him. His last game for Sporting will be tonight. But United also play tomorrow. I don't think he'll be managing tomorrow. I think his first game will be Chelsea. Van Nistelrooy will take over for the Leicester game. But yeah, we're gonna be watching that. I'm gonna be at the Chelsea game on the weekend. Big up to the Reds. Let's fucking go now, man. Let's revive our season. The season's still there to be revived, bro. A couple wins in a row, and look, we're back on. But ultimately, I just want to see some improvements. I want to see the team get better. I want to see it. I want to see some of these dross footballers. I could be wrong in saying, but I don't know. Did he sell Bruno at Sporting? I don't know if he did or not. I don't know. I don't know if he did. But just saying out there, just putting it out there. Someone let me know. See what I'm saying? Anyways, cheers all for watching. Please do subscribe. Might be back for a watch along tomorrow for the United game. I don't know. But yeah. I'm just gassed. I'm very gassed. We've now signed a proper manager. And let's now give him the support. Yeah, I will support him. As I said, if he doesn't improve and it's 6-7 months down the line, then I'm going to call it out. Don't see why that's such a difficult thing. But yeah, big up to everyone. Do subscribe. Rubern Amorim, big up to the Reds. Let's go now. Let's go beat Leicester and let's go beat Chelsea and let's start a winning run. Up the fucking Reds. Come on, the boys.